Hi friends, it's Miss Tina and I'm back with another video. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you won't miss another video. I'm here for you every single Friday and I don't want you to miss, okay? All right, so if you're ready, are you tucked in? I'm tucked in. Let's get started with our story. Our story today is A Pocket for Corduroy, and it's written by Freeman. And this is a second story that I'm reading about corduroy. So if you didn't see the first story, you can go back to the channel and you can see all of the other stories that I've read. And don't forget to hit the like button. Okay? All right, let's get started. Late one summer afternoon, Lisa and her mother took their laundry to the laundromat. As always on such trips, Lisa carried along her toy bear, Corduroy. The laundromat was a very busy place at this hour. Have you ever been to the laundromat? I've been to the laundromat and they can be pretty busy. Now, Corduroy, you sit right here and wait for me, Lisa said. I'm going to help with our wash. Corduroy waited patiently. Then he suddenly perked up his ears. That meant he was listening really, really well. Just like you're listening to this story, right? Yeah. Let's see what he was listening for. Okay? Lisa's mother was saying, be sure to take everything out of your pockets, Lisa. You don't want your precious things to get all wet and soggy. Pockets, said Corduroy. I don't have a pocket. He slid off the chair. I must go find something to make a pocket out of, he said, and he began to look around. First, he came to a pile of fancy towels and washcloths, but nothing was the right size or color. Then he saw a huge stack of colorful clothes in a laundry bag. There ought to be something in there to make a pocket out of, he said. Without hesitating, he climbed inside the bag, which was filled with pieces of wet laundry. The dampness didn't bother Corduroy in the least. This must be a cave, he said, sighing happily. I've always wanted to live in a dark, cool cave. Not me. But Corduroy is a bear, so bears do like caves. When the time came for Lisa to fetch her bear, he was gone. Oh, Mommy, she said, Corduroy isn't here where I left him. I'm sorry, honey, said her mother, but the laundromat will be closing soon and we must be getting home. Lisa was reluctant to leave without Corduroy, but her mother insisted. You can come back tomorrow, she said. I'm sure he'll still be here. As they left, a young man wearing an artist's beret was taking his wet laundry out of the bag. The very bag Corduroy had discovered. Before he knew it, Corduroy was being tossed together with all the sheets, shirts, shorts, and slacks inside the dryer. But just as the artist was shutting the glass door, Corduroy tumbled out onto the floor. How in thunder did that bear ever get mixed up with all of my things? The artist said. See Corduroy? He gets put into the dryer and he falls right on out. Good thing he fell out. Poor Corduroy was damp all over. The least I can do for him is give his overalls a good drying, said the thoughtful man. He unbuttoned Corduroy's shoulder strap and put his overalls in the dryer. Corduroy grew dizzy as he watched the clothes spinning around and around and around. But this inspired the artist. "This would make a wonderful painting," he said as he took out his sketch pad and began drawing the swirling colors. "I can hardly wait to get back to my studio." Finally, the dryer stopped whirling and the man gathered up the clothes. Then he helped Corduroy put on his warm, dry overalls. Isn't it nice to put on nice, warm clothes fresh from the dryer? They feel so nice and cozy. All at once, the manager of the laundromat called, "Closing time! Everybody out!" Corduroy was gently placed on top of the washing machine. "I wonder who that bear belongs to," said the artist as he was leaving. "Seems to me he should have some name someplace. He's too fine a fellow to be lost." As soon as the lights were off, Corduroy began his search again. He was surprised to see something white glowing in the dark. I wonder what that is. "Maybe it's snow," he said. "I've always wanted to play in the snow." He accidentally tipped over the open-lidded box and suddenly he was covered in soft, slippery soap flakes. Gradually, Corduroy began to slip and slide. That was a tongue twister. "Oh, what fun," he said with a smile. "I've always wanted to ski down a steep mountainside." He landed paws first in an empty laundry basket. "This must be a cage," he said, peeking through the bars. "I've never wanted to live inside of a cave like a bear in the zoo." But by now, Corduroy felt drowsy and soon he nodded off to sleep. The next morning, when the manager came to open the door of the laundromat, there was Lisa waiting. "I left something here yesterday," she explained. "May I look around?" "Certainly," said the manager. "My customers are always leaving things." Lisa was searching under the chairs and in the back of the washing machines when she heard the manager call her. "Is this what you're looking for, senorita?" "Yes, yes, he's my best friend," shouted Lisa as she came running. She reached in and picked Corduroy out of the basket. "So this is where you've been, you little rascal," she said. "It's time I took you home." That Corduroy is pretty busy. Lisa thanked the manager and ran out of the door and down the street, holding Corduroy tightly in her arms. "I thought I told you to wait for me," she said. "Why did you wander away?" "I went looking for a pocket," Corduroy said. "Oh, Corduroy, why didn't you tell me you wanted a pocket?" said Lisa, giving him an affectionate squeeze. That very morning, Lisa sewed a pocket on Corduroy's overalls. "And here is a card I've made with your name on it for you to keep, tucked inside," she said. Did you hear that? Tucked? I heard it, yeah. "I've always wanted a purple pocket with my name tucked inside," said Corduroy as he and Lisa nuzzled noses. "I hope that you're tucked inside. And I don't know about you, friends, but I am all tuckered out." And that is the end of our story, A Pocket for Corduroy. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next Friday. Bye, friends.